Hey everybody, it's AskPath13. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a tier list, but we're not rating how strong any teams are. Oh no. We are rating their logos. Yeah, that's right, a little bit different. We're just going to be rating how good the logos are for all the different teams, and specifically, in this case, we're doing teams at Gamers8. So Gamers8 is an ongoing tournament right now, featuring a lot of the top RLCS teams, and we're just going to be rating all their logos. Something that's a little different about this video is I recorded it live, so if you're interested in that, definitely be on the lookout for a link to my Discord where I post notifications when I go live. But in general, you can also just check out the channel. I'm going live here on this very channel, so definitely don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified, when I go live. Without further ado, let's get into the tier list. One thing I was seeing in chat, a lot of people saying it, S tiers for monkeys. So let's talk about it. It's not an automatic S tiers, but let's talk about it. I do think it is a nice logo. I like that it's simplistic, but it still gets the image across. It's not just a monkey, it's a confident monkey. That monkey knows he's going to win, and I like that. It's a confident monkey, but again, it's not too complex. It's like, it looks like it was made in paint, but it's like better than I could do in paint. So all those are big pluses, and honestly, I think I am going to leave it S tier. I consider it A tier, but I am going to leave it S tier. I am going to leave it S tier. So... Mystic, why are you saying that in a recorded video? But let's keep going. In the meantime, what's next? Let's do BDS. I like BDS as a team, but their logo is not great. I'm going to call it C tier. It's kind of just an awkward logo. Not terrible. It is distinct, but I like their old logo better, and so I'm going to leave it in C tier. In the meantime, what's next? I'm just pointing them out at random. Rule 1. I like Rule 1. The Rule 1 logo, it's nice, but it's not great. So I'm going to leave it in B tier. It is really just a letter with some lines. So I'm going to leave it B tier. But for a logo that is just a letter, it's not bad. It's not bad for just being a letter. So I see A's and B's. It's criminal. I'm leaving it in B. Sorry, guys. Again, this is not rating the teams, just the logos. Next up, Gaming Gladiators. It's a weird logo. I don't want to call it F. In fact, no. I'm going to call it B. Similar. Yeah, we'll call it B. It's much more creative than Rule 1, and it is creative for being just 2-letter G's. But it's not. It doesn't really do a lot for me. It doesn't sell me. You know what? Then again, it kind of does look like a gladiator helmet, which makes me want to bump it up. I'll put it above Rule 1. It kind of looks like a gladiator helmet, but not enough. Not enough for me. Spartan helmet. See, Fune sees it more than I do. I see it when I think about it. You know what? Okay, I see it. I see it a little more now. I think I see what you're talking about. It's the negative space. They made a Spartan helmet with the negative space. I see it. Is it not G's? I always thought it was Gaming Gladiators. It was 2 G's. But is it actually just a Spartan helmet and I've been seeing the positive space instead of the negative space? It is the negative space. I see it now. I bumped it up to A. I like that. It is a kind of now it actually is better because it does have a G in it, 2 G's for that matter, an inverse G, but it also is the helmet. So I appreciate that. Okay, next up is Falcons. So I'm just gonna go in order because I might as well just go in order. Falcons. I'm not sure. I'm not sold. It's not terrible. It does clearly have the Falcons head. And it's a logo. What I appreciate about the Falcons logo is it's actually a logo. It's not letters. So that's nice. So honestly, that just puts it in A tier alone. The fact that it doesn't have letters in it. Because I don't like the letters logos. I mean, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one at all. So I'd bump it up to A. I'll bump it up to A. I don't think it's S. It is, one color logos are also better. So for that reason, I'll put it above Gladiators because I think when you have the simpler the logo, the better. But it still needs to have an image of that team name, and obviously Falcons does. So it might go up later. Because actually, now that I'm thinking about all the things I actually like that I say I like in a logo, it really has almost all of them. So it might go up to S later. We'll see how we get when we get deeper in. Next up, Vitality. This is the great one because it is a B. I'm just going to say it. I think it's S tier. It's a V for Vitality, but it also is very clearly a B, which is their mascot. So I just feel like it gets everything. Uni, what am I throwing? Not throwing. I should say BDS is not a letter, but I still, for some reason, I don't know. I just don't like it. Nah, Vitality S tier. I mean, it gets everything across, in my opinion. And it rhymes with B. Oh, that's true. Extra points. I didn't like letters in the logos, but that's the thing. This isn't actually a letter. It's a B. Those are the wings. It's like when the letter is hidden, it's fine. So it's a hidden letter. Also, Hedge, I'm kind of inconsistent. I'll just admit it. But I think the letter is hidden well enough. It's not that I don't like letters. It has to be hidden. So another example of a hidden letter. I'll skip ahead. Oxygen, right? This is a hidden letter. I'm not putting it in B. I'm just talking about it, by the way. It's a hidden letter. It's clearly an O for oxygen, but they actually hid it well. So although a lot of people like the old oxygen better, I think this logo is much better than their old logo. And in fact, I almost think I'll put it A tier. I think it's solid. It's solid. Secret, or people, we'll skip ahead to Team Secret. It's an I. I don't like it. It doesn't give me secret vibes. So I think I'm going to put it C. It's not an F. It isn't an F for me because it is a nice, it's not too complicated. It's not too complicated. So I'm going to leave it in C. People are going to have completely different opinions. By the way, this is not a chat's opinion, but you guys, your opinions are here because obviously people can see you. Hopefully they can see you in the chat. But it's not, you know, this is my opinions and you guys are just along for the ride. But I'm going to leave it in C. Next up, I'll do one of the weird ones. Koi. It is a weird logo. And it might be the first one in F. No, I'm thinking about it. I considered it, but I don't want to put it in F. Because it's not... I like the purple flames. You put Oxygen over Secret? Yeah, wait, what's wrong with Oxygen's logo, Funi? Wait, do you like Secret's logo? It's tilting? I'm sorry. It's not an F. You know what? Actually, I will say better than BDS. I'm actually going to bump them above BDS. Better than BDS. Better than BDS. They're not bottom of C. I'll put them up near the top of C. But Koi, on the other hand, not only do they have their full name in their logo, which is kind of weird, but their logo doesn't... In fact, no. I'm going to knock it to F. It doesn't give us anything. It doesn't give us any... Nah, I'm torn. I'll leave it in C. I'm torn because it's kind of like... It has some vision to it, but I don't see Koi. I don't know. I'll leave it in bottom of C. Alright, next up, what do we want to do next? One thing I find interesting is Limitless. Let's talk about it. Their name is Limitless, and their logo is an infinity sign. Very fitting. I actually really like this. I think it is very fitting to have. I don't wash my hands after a shower. But anyway, it is definitely nice. It's a nice fit to have an infinity sign in their logo. So I think I'm going to leave this A. In fact, I'm going to bump it up right below Falcons. I like that their logo is an infinity sign, honestly. Let's do next SA. Now, this is not an actual org. It is just a team, and I'm just going to put them in F because their logo is just their name. It's just SA with, like, orange letters. So, yeah, that's pretty much F. The milk before the cereal. You guys are being too. You guys are, you guys are ruthless. But yeah, I don't like SA that much. It's just their name, but it's okay. They're just a team. They don't have to make a logo. The fact they made a logo at all is good because they don't have an org to support them. By the way, anyone that's new, we are doing rating the logos. This is not rating the teams; it's rating the logos. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Next up, let's talk about it. Version 1. Yes, they hit a 1 in the V, but it is very obviously just a V and a 1. So I'm going to be brutal. I'm going to be brutal and say F tier because they didn't even try to hide that it's literally just their name. Because people also call them V1. So I think it's not enough. It is too much just the letters for me. Yeah, F tier. It's better than SA. I'll give it that. Well, actually, if I'm going to put them above Koi, am I going to put them above Koi? Maybe that knocks Koi down to F. No. Koi is a little more to it. You know what? Let's talk about Optic. Because honestly, it's such a boring logo from Optic. I hate to say it. And now my favorite teams, it looks like I don't like them. But it's just their logos, man. They're not good. Why couldn't they have like a logo like one of these ones? Any of these ones. Even Rule 1's better. But Optic, it is simple. And I said I like simple, but... It's too simple. There's not enough. There's not enough to it. Welcome, Toby. We're ranking logos of the teams at Gamers8. Stop. Funi, do you like Optic's logo? Clean his ears with a toothbrush. You guys are brutal. You guys are brutal. Oh, Suspect says secret F tier. Nah, I'm leaving this as is. But yeah, F tier for Optic just because it's too simple. It gives nothing. There's nothing there. Next, let's talk about FaZe Clan. They suffer the same fate. It's too little. It's just an F. I don't like the logo at all. Maybe even worse than Optic. Yeah, worse than Optic. It's too boring. Too boring. Well, it's a little less boring than Optic, but it's not very good. Not very good. You're tilted. Sorry, Funi. We have very different tastes then. Next up, another letter one. Let's do Carmine Corps. Now, this might get me some hate if Carmine Corps fans see this. It's not terrible, but it's pretty bad. I'm going to put it right below Secret, because it really is just a K for Carmine Corps, but at least they have a swirly. I like the swirl. It gives it a little bit of... It gives it more... what am I thinking of? More life to it. It gives it more personality. The Carmine Corps logo has more personality than version 1. And I said it. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. They are going to throw hands. But for the record, Blue Ball, if you watch this, trust me, there are way worse logos. You should be proud to be in Seer. That's passing. You guys passed, okay? You didn't fail like some of these other logos. Speaking of the other logos, let's get into some of these other ones. So next up, Ninjas in Pajamas. I think this one suffers from being a little too complex. It is a symbol, and I appreciate that it's a symbol. You know, the more I'm looking at this, the more I do want to bump Secret up a tier, because I feel like Nip is just a symbol, and I kind of don't think it gives me... Well, actually, wait, I take it back. It is above Secret. And I just realized, why, it's a ninja star. Duh. It's literally a ninja star. I see it now. That's better, because it does relate to their name. It's a ninja star. It looks really weird. Oh, man. Suspect is no mercy. You guys have no mercy in general. I think it looks weird, but I see that it's a ninja star, and I'm glad I saw that. In fact, that actually probably bumps it above Rule 1, so I like that it's a ninja star. So that's good. It's a shuriken. Yeah. Twisted Minds is a brain. Oh, let's talk about Twisted Minds. They also have, they have Arabic around it. I think this logo that on this list is just the brain, and I think they have a version of it that's just the brain. So I'll just talk about the brain. I like that it relates to their name. So that's it instantly puts it into at least C tier. It's not F because it literally is related to their name. No, I'll bump it up. It is related to their name. I do think Rule 1's is a bit cleaner, so I'll leave Rule 1 above them. Although Rule 1 is so basic, but Twisted Minds, I do like that it is a brain. It's about their name. Oh, wait. Oh, is it a word? Wait. Okay, I'm going to have to actually leave. Sorry for the video, but we're going to briefly look at their logo, because if it's a little more complicated than I realized. So, oh, can you guys see this? I don't think you can. Here, let me just open up the image. Okay. Is this in the midst here actually Arabic? Can someone in chat let me know? Are these like lines Arabic? Because if this is an Arabic word, I don't know how I feel about that. On the one hand, I don't like words, but it is very well hidden, especially if you don't know Arabic. So is it a word? Is it a word? And if it is a word, what does it say? It's like S? It's growing on me. It is growing on me. But let me know what it means, because I need to know if it is a word, what it means. Otherwise, I won't know where to put it, because what it means will change where I put it. Never gonna beat the word allegations? Is that what it means? Now I'm confused. Does Daniel know Arabic? I don't think so. Spell lug? That can't be what it means. That doesn't mean anything. Or does it mean something? Is it like the initials of the owner or something? I've seen like orgs name themselves after owners before. I forget which one it was, but somebody did that. Maybe it was BDS is the initials of the CEO or something. I forget. Some org is like that. Well, anyway, it looks like chat doesn't know either, and that's okay. So we don't know what it says, but we do know it's Arabic calligraphy, and honestly, that does bump it up a bit. It just says brain. That'll be really... Okay, if it is a brain with spelling out brain, that is funny to me. If that actually is what it is, so that bumps it all the way up to A. Honestly, we'll see. If there's too many in A, I will bump somebody up to S. So I'm going to leave it in A for now, but it easily could get bumped up by the end of the video. But I see you, Hedge. I'm just going to leave it in A. It's Mind and Twisted. Okay, Mind and Twisted. I would have preferred if it actually just said brain. But that's still pretty funny. So I'll leave it in A. If it actually says Twisted Mind, that's too literal. I wanted it to just say brain. That would have been better. I'll put it below Falcons because it actually fully spells out their name. That's a little less good. Okay. Wait, come on, let's take monkeys out of S and put twisted minds. No, we're not taking monkeys out. It's a determined monkey. That's exactly what their name is. I don't know what what else you want. But let's talk about pioneers though, because I do think it's not a bad horse logo, but these pioneers, do I really get the image of a horse from the name pioneers? And I don't think so. I don't think I do. So I'm going to put it right around secret. I'm going to put it a little bit above secret, maybe right here in C tier. Because it's just a horse. It's not a bad horse, but it doesn't feel as tied to their brand as me. Which, speaking of branding, we got to talk about Liquid, because they also have a horse. And I gotta say, if Liquid were a brand new org, this logo would be pretty low, because I feel like that's nothing to do with Liquid. But, and this is biased a bit, but you know, everyone knows Liquid brand so well that I think it bumps their logo up, because their brand has become attached to the logo, even though in my opinion, Liquid and a horse have nothing to do with each other. Booney, what are you saying? Are you saying Liquid should be better? So I think Liquid, because of that brand identity, I'm going to bump them up to the top of B. But, I don't know, I don't like it very much. But I'm going to bump it up to B because, again, it's a very strong identity. Maybe because I use Liquipedia so much, but a very strong identity. Very strong. Do you honestly like having Oxygen in A tier? Yes, Daniel. What's wrong with Oxygen? Everyone's commented on that, okay? There's nothing wrong. I think this is better than their old one. I'm just gonna say it. It's better than their old logo, okay? I know that people might disagree. A brand identity is fine for Liquid, but it's not considered for FaZe. Okay, you know what? You have me there. You have me there. I'm gonna bump them up a tier because you said that, which does knock Koi down. That's too many teams in C. So I'll give it to you. FaZe has brand identity. I'll admit it. If I'm gonna, you're right, because I can't talk about it for one, but not for another. So I'll bump FaZe up a bit. In fact, if they're gonna be in this tier, they're probably better than BDS. I'll just say it. So here we go. Please save your monitor by moving Oxygen. You guys are convinced Oxygen moved down. They're only gonna move down if we get too many teams near the top. So we'll see what happens. We're nearing the end here, so they might move down. They might move down to the top of B. But let's keep going. We got G2. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most nostalgic logos for me, so I'm kind of, even though I'm a fan of BDS and Optic, I didn't become a fan of the teams because of the teams, I'm a fan of their players, whereas I was a fan of G2's team for a very long time, so I kind of like this logo. I will say it has G2 in it, which is bad, but it is a ninja, which has kind of been G2's brand for a while, again, brand identity. I'll bump it up to B, top of B. Solid, nice solid logo. A little too complicated to get any higher, but it's nice. Cancel Pat over the logos? Really? No, I'm kidding. See, truly, you guys are crazy, man. You guys are underrating Oxygen. Listen, it's like a chemical symbol. That's the vibe I get. It's like Oxygen. Like it's feels to me like it's a hidden O. I don't know. I'll leave it there, guys, unless something changes here near the end. So next up, let's talk Elevate's logo. This one is weird for me because on the one hand, I do think the mountaintop, like showing mountaintops, does link up to elevating, like getting higher elevation. I do see it. I see it, right? I see it, but it's still just not good. It doesn't feel like a logo for an esports team, and for that reason, I think I'm gonna leave it. Just because it does link to their name, I'm going to leave it in C. But if this stays the way it stays, it's probably going to drop down to F if I'm being honest. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so next up, Gen G. Another one tied to a history. It's iconic, Gen G's logo. I don't like that it's just their letters, so I'm probably just going to leave it in B. But I'll leave it right here with some of the other iconic logos. It looks so ugly, and for that reason, I'm out. Fair enough. Next up is Furia. I like Furia's logo. Furia obviously isn't like a thing, or maybe it is. Does Furia mean something in Portuguese? I don't know if it means something in Portuguese, but I like that they've tied themselves to that like panther. And I like their logo. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a good logo. I think it's solidly A. I think it's A. Furia just means fury. Okay, if it means fury, and it's like a furious, clearly, obviously, the panther looks furious. So I like it. I like it. The last logo is Ground Zero Gaming. Oh boy, where to put Ground Zero? I'm not entirely sure. because on the one hand, I do like that it's clearly related to the toxic symbol, you know, like radiation / toxic symbol. But they have GZ, they have letters in the logo, and that's an instant downgrade. So it's probably gonna sit in around the middle area. We'll say, we'll bump it up to B. We'll bump it up to B. And now I gotta shift some things around because this is not even enough for my liking. So we're gonna bump Elevate down a tier just to even things out a bit. We'll bump Falcons up. Maybe we bump G2 up, and then we bumped Twisted Minds up. So whether or not you agree, because I know that's kind of which ones I chose to bump up and down, but I just want it to be even. Because I feel like you're judging them as a group, so even though Monkeys and Vitality are pretty clear of these two, as in the whole group, Falcons and Twisted Minds are S tier logos, I think. Because especially Falcons, I mentioned all the reasons. I think Falcons and Vitality are like traditional logos that I like because they have a lot of the elements that I like. Meanwhile, Monkeys is a non-traditional logo, but I still like it. And then Twisted Minds is like Arabic, so it doesn't have the same punch for me personally, but I liked it. I liked it. So there you go, guys. That's the tier list. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy. Chat certainly does think I'm crazy. So let me know, what you disagreed with, what you agreed with, what you would do if you were going to make a tier list like this. In fact, I might post the link in the description so you can make this yourself if you're interested. And yeah, basically just, let me know your thoughts. Originally, I was going to make a bracket for this where I went through and went to the end and see which logo would win. But the tournament's already started, so I think we'll forego that. But here's the tier list, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you did like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is the #1 way to help my channel grow, and it helps you get notified when I put out a new video or go live. And if you want to be involved in these videos, again, I'm going to put the Discord link in the description. Get in the Discord, you'll be notified when I go live or when I put out videos. So I really appreciate it. With that said, we'll end the video here. So see you guys in the next video.